Well, we want an intro, of course. We want the intro. So I have never played this game before. I played the first one, which I think had two different endings.
There is still time to correct this most grievous misunderstanding, Mr. Carter. The Dagger of Amon must be returned to Egypt.
Stay out of my way, or I'll thrash you within an inch of your life.
Surely you can find a way to accommodate everybody's wishes.
Who are you to tell me what I can do with my own property?
Your property? What authority did you have?
The authority of the Egyptian Antiquities Service. So if you don't like it, I suggest you waddle on back to Egypt and complain to your own government.
Would it not be better to work this out diplomatically?
This isn't a case for diplomacy. It's a case for your acceptance of the situation.
It is not just my acceptance at issue, Mr. Carter. Frankly, some of our people are quite upset, moved to take drastic measures if need be.
Are you threatening me, malodorous little man?
Mr. Carter, there are some who would rather fight back than allow their country to be stripped of its national treasures.
Any fat savage who lays a finger on my exhibit, or threatens me, will find himself in deep trouble. Do I make myself clear?
As clear as the water of the oasis, Mr. Carter.
Oh, is there? There, that should fix that.
Be careful with that steamer trunk, young man. It's exceedingly valuable.
It sure is heavy, Mr. Carrington. You got gold bars in here or something?
The contents of my trunk are not your concern. Now be a good lad and take it to my taxi. The Countess is waiting.
New Orleans, 1 week later.
Are you sure you've got everything?
Yes, Daddy.
You've got Sam's address at the paper?
Yes, Daddy.
You've got the money I gave you?
Yes, Daddy. Don't worry.
Put some money in your shoe. New York's a big city, and there's a lot of crime there.
Look, I'm going straight to the paper. What could possibly go wrong?
Oh,
Let me give you a little more money, just in case.
Dad, I've got to go.
Godspeed, Laura. Call me as soon as you get there.
I'll be fine, Dad. I'm going to make you proud of me.
I already am, honey.
What could possibly go wrong? There goes the train.
Excuse me, dear, are you a secretary?
Actually, I'm starting a new job as a reporter for the New York Daily Register News Tribune. My name's Laura Bow.
How nice. I'm Irmgard. Is this your first trip to the big city?
Am I that obvious? How could you tell?
By the way you keep glancing out the window, dear. I did the same thing the first time I came to New York. The tall buildings, the people rushing around, it was all so exciting. Then I stepped off the train and got mugged.
How awful!
It's the New York experience.
Well, hopefully I don't get mugged.
Thank you, dear. You're very kind.
Uh-oh.
I've
Uh-oh.
enjoyed traveling with you.
Do you need any help getting home?
No, dear. I'll be fine. Thank you.
You're sure you'll be okay?
Yes, thank you. Goodbye.
Goodness gracious! My suitcase!
Can you spare a dime, miss?
Certainly, sir. I'm always ready to help those who are less fortunate.
Well, that's just peachy. Give me all your money then.
Excuse me?
Hand it over.
This seems very unfair.
Welcome to New York, kid.
That's a great way to
I'm
get
not
to
gonna
New
let
York.
a little bad luck ruin my day. Hello, New York. Laura Bow has arrived. My destiny awaits. Nothing can stop me now.
You keep saying that.
I really want to thank you for hiring me, Mr. Augustini.
For hiring you? I don't even know who you are.
I'm Laura Bow. I believe you know my father, John Bow.
Ah, John Bow's daughter. Now I remember. How is he?
He's fine, and he says hello. He wanted to know if you still had that newspaper clipping on your wall about the explosion of the Hindenburg building in New Orleans.
Yes, your father was the first cop on the scene of the explosion, and he let me into the wreckage so I could cover it for the paper. I rescued Rupert Hindenburg from his burning office, wrote about it, and made a name for myself as a reporter. I owe John a lot for that. Think you can handle being a reporter for a big city paper?
I'll do my best, sir.
We usually just hire men for this job. It's rough out there, and you're kinda small.
Okay.
I can do it, Mr. Augustini. Just give me a chance.
All right, as a favor to my old pal John, but I'll be keeping a close eye on you.
Thank you, sir.
For your first assignment, I want you to write about a burglary. Some kind of fancy knife was stolen from the Dagger Museum. I'll arrange for you to attend the fundraiser at 7 o'clock tonight for their new Egyptian exhibit. Everyone will be there. Tell them you're covering the society news so they won't clam up on you.
You won't regret it, sir. I have a nose for news.
Just keep your nose out of trouble. Here's your official notebook and your pencil. It already has Crodfaller's notes in it. Have the story ready by 3 tomorrow or you're out of a job.
Wow, that's a tight deadline. Nope. The employee of the month was a skeleton. I just want to point that out. Lawyer Bo, a nose for news.
Laura Baines, right?
Laura Bow, sir. And I believe you have the advantage.
Crodfaller Rhubarb, ma'am, though you can call me Rube. So I suppose you've already met Sam.
Yes, he's very colorful.
Hey, Tom, how's it
Don't let him
going?
shake you. He's tough on the outside, but inside, he's got a heart of stone.
I'm sure he... Pardon me? What did you say?
Never mind. Just pulling your leg. Why don't you take this desk right here, and we'll get you
That's
settled
good.
in.
That's very kind of you. Mr. Augustini sort of left me on my own. I have to start on this story about a burglary at the Dagger Museum.
Okay, alright. Let's save. First thing first, save. And I want to enable I want both. I want both text and speech. I like having the speech so I know how to, I can type it out in my notes. Alright.
This is now your desk. It's very old and looks like it hasn't been cleaned thoroughly in years, but it's sturdy and serviceable. Feels like an old desk blotter. Feels like an old... The desk drawer is locked. The desk... You already have plenty of pencils. You peel up a corner of the blotter to reveal a small key. You pick it up and...
Okay. Let's use the key on the desk.
You unlock the drawer. Unfortunately, the key permanently jams itself in the lock. Let's hope you never want to lock this drawer again.
Whoops.
This is now... You pick it up and place it in your purse.
What is
Feels
it?
like an old...
What is it? What did I just get?
It's your official New York Daily Register, a press pass. It reads, Press. Your pants while you wait. Low-Fats Chinese Laundry, 5858 Broadway Avenue, New York.
Aha. Haha.
You already have plenty. You already... Don't touch it. You only find some... You only find... You only... Don't touch it. Don't touch...
I want to put it down. Okay. I guess that's all we can do there.
Don't touch it. Don't... It is better to know some of the questions than all of the answers. Although your vision is excellent, it is not superhuman.
I hope I'm not intruding. I mean, if you were working on the burglary story...
Miss Bow, please, it is not a problem. Yes, I'd started work on the story, but it's not your fault that it's been reassigned. That's just something I'll have to take up with Sam.
Thank you, Mr. Rube.
Who are all these people? confused. What just happened?
Have you heard the name John Bow?
Don't think so. He a relative of yours?
He's my father.
Oh, Sam's friend. Never met him, I'm afraid.
Okay. So I pick a subject. I don't know who all these people are. Okay. Station thing.
What is this?
I'm not sure. Hand it to me and I'll take a closer look at it.
It must be so...
I rarely get a byline on my obituaries. I seem to be pigeonholed on the obit page.
Burglary. That seems like a good thing to
Were
have.
you able to get any leads at all about the burglary at the museum?
Nope, hadn't been working on the story very long. I went to see Detective O'Reilly down at the police station, but he was pretty tight-lipped. I was planning on talking to Ziggy down at the speakeasy. He's a stoolie, usually good for a tidbit or two.
Okay.
Any other leads I can follow up on?
With due respect, ma'am, it's going to be your byline on the story, not mine.
Point taken, Mr. Crodfall. Rube.
Well, I mean, I guess.
Any wisdom you'd care to pass along about Egyptology?
You've already proven to me you know as much about Egyptology as I do. Maybe more. I bow to your superior knowledge, Miss Bow.
Thank you, sir.
$1926. Why would I ask about 1926?
I have a feeling 1926...
Oh,
Yeah?
okay.
You ever try writing obituaries for a living? Hardly a jolly way to spend the year.
Okay. That seemed like a weird question to ask anyway. Got people. Had Detective Ryan O'Reilly. Detective Ryan O'Reilly. Okay.
Have you dealt with Detective O'Reilly?
I know he's assigned to the case.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't get anything out of him. Maybe you'll have better luck being a lady and all.
And Ziggy. I kind of want to ask about Ziggy. Ziggy.
Who is Ziggy?
He's what we politely call a stool pigeon. Basically, the guy squeals for cash. Amazing that the guy hasn't had his neck broken by now.
So you can pay him for information, more or less. Okay, that's good to know. Alright. I don't know who these people are.
Tell me about Low Fat.
The old laundry guy? What's to tell?
Okay. Oops.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Rhubarb.
What's to tell? I'm a reporter for this paper, probably since before you were born.
But I want to know about the real Crodfaller T. Rhubarb.
You mean there's another Crodfaller T. Rhubarb? No two sets of parents could be that cruel.
That's okay, Mr. Crodfaller. You don't have to tell me about yourself if you don't want to.
Rube.
Who are you calling a... Oh, Rube's your nickname, isn't it? Sorry, I forgot.
Archibald.
What should I know about Archibald Carrington?
Carrington hasn't been in the States long. He's from England, but somehow he doesn't quite come off on the level. Call me stupid, but I just think the guy should be more concerned about museum property vanishing. His first month on the job, too.
Who is that? Archibald, Archibald Carrington. He seems like an interesting fellow. Doesn't seem to care about museum property disappearing and first month on the job. It's interesting. Who's Pippin Carter?
What can you tell me about this Pippin Carter character?
A queer bird, if ever I've met one. Kind of comes across as cultured, yet he's a loudmouth, you know what I mean? He's got a chip on his shoulder the size of the Brooklyn Bridge. He'll try to cut you down, just shake it off. That's what I had to do.
He'll try to cut you down. Okay.
What can you tell me about Sam?
He's a perfectionist. I badmouth him now and then, but, well, he's given me plenty of breaks, so I owe him a few.
Okay, I don't think. Nothing interesting there. And nothing interesting there. Okay, I think that's everything to ask about. I guess I can ask about, I can ask about places too. Speakeasy.
Where can I find this speakeasy?
Just ask any cab driver. They'll take you there. It's the place disguised as a flower shop.
As flower shop. Okay.
What can you tell me about low fats?
It's a place to take your laundry. That's about it, as far as I know.
That's an interesting thing to get at the beginning of the game. Just a place for a laundry and questions to ask about it. That's weird.
Anything I should know about the police station?
Well, it's usually a good source of information. It's standard procedure to check there at some point in any investigation. Sometimes they just blow smoke at you, hand you the commissioner's party line. But once in a while, they'll give you something you can actually use.
Okay, what else we got? Guess we'll ask about the docks. I don't see a reason
Give me
to.
the lowdown on the 12th Street docks.
Lowdown? You've been reading too much pulp fiction. The docks are the docks. Keep away from them unless you have business there.
So don't go to the docks. Okay.
Is there anything I should know about the Line-Decker Museum?
Yeah, I went down there. I did get that far in the investigation, at least. I met the museum's president, a stodgy old croaker named Archibald Carrington III. Cagey guy, didn't seem overly concerned about the Dagger. You might see if you can get a little bit more out of him. I also spoke with a Pippin Carter. Nasty little squirt. He acts like the world owes him a living. Apparently, he's the one who's originally discovered the Dagger in Egypt, along with some of the other junk in the exhibit. Now, he was hot about the Dagger. Took the whole thing like it was a personal stab at him. No pun intended.
Okay, so Pippin was the guy who was at the beginning of the game who was going on to the boat. Okay. Okay, I think that's the information that I need. Let's see if there's anything in the wastebasket.
You find a curiously heavy object in the trash.
baseball.
You pick it up and place it in your purse.
Okay, I have a baseball for some reason. Okay.
This is the city newsroom of the New York Daily Register News Tribune, New York City's second most popular newspaper. It's a beehive of activity, but as you look around the room, you notice with some dismay that all of the employees are male.
Okay, let's get up. We kind of were told that was the case, so...
One notice reads, "When covering formal events such as embassy parties, please dress appropriately. We've had complaints about reporters who refuse to dress properly at social events."
Okay.
One of the notices reads, "Some of our employees have been asking for a 40-hour work week, as has been proposed by Mr. Henry Ford. This is not an automobile factory, this is a newspaper. News happens 24 hours a day, and we need to report it." One of the notices reads, "Stolen, 1 Victrola, reward offered. No retribution will be exacted." One of the notices reads, "Dr. Darwin DeLoring will be hosting a symposium, Jazz, the Charleston, and Other Sins of Our Times, to be held in the cafeteria next Tuesday. All repentant souls are invited to attend." One notice reads, "When covering..."
Okay,
One of the notices...
Okay, we're on a loop now. Okay. Let's look at this first.
This is the science editor for the Trib. His latest report critiqued Goddard's demonstration of the first liquid fuel rocket, which traveled 184 feet in 2.5 seconds. At the moment, he's checking to see who signed up for the three-legged race at the annual picnic.
Well, why didn't I get that? I want to sign up for the three-legged
I'm busy
race.
right now, girlie. Love to help you out sometime, though. Maybe...
Oh, okay.
I'm busy right now.
Alright, alright. Alright. Okay. Probably gets me a cab. Let's go to the police station.
Greetings, madam. I can motivate you to your destination if you can prove that you're a reporter or if you have American currency. To what location would you like to be motivated, madam?
I want to go to the police station.
Have you heard about that transatlantic radio telephone conversation between New York and London? Imagine hearing someone's voice from that distance. Modern technology, oh, it just amazes me. Thanks for traveling with us, madam. Have a pleasant day.
A man sleeping under a newspaper. Judging by the strong smell of alcohol, you deem it wise not to light a match in his presence.
Okay, so apparently in 1926, press got free cabs. Interesting.
Look, miss, I'm not in the mood to answer any reporter's questions.
Pardon me. I'm looking for some information.
Well, take yourself down to the library then.
Pardon me, Sergeant, but I happen to be a reporter with the Trib.
Oh, well, strike up the band then. Look, lassie, I've been out with my dogs all day, and I hadn't had my lunch. And I got better things to do than to jaw with some slip of a girl reporter. Go on with you now.
Excuse me, but I really need some information.
The desk sergeant ignores you, though his stomach...
So if I got him some food, maybe he would help me. So I might be able to get him some food and get some help. Okay. Okay. So sergeant at police station. So let's put that in the notes. Police station. Desk sergeant is hungry. Get food? Question mark. Alright. Let's see.
The door to a private office.
See where we can go.
You knock polite. You hear the muffled response.
Am I gonna die? Please tell me I don't die. Okay, I was not.
Megora, I'm Detective O'Reilly. What would you be wanting then, lass?
I'm Laura Bow from the New York Daily Register News Tribune. I'm looking into the burglary at the Decker Museum, and I understand you're handling the case. Would it be possible for me to look at your report?
You can't be a reporter, lass. You're a girl. The Trib only hires men.
I am a reporter, sir, and you can check with my editor, Sam Augustini, if you don't believe me.
I thought that Crodfeather guy was going to be writing the robbery article.
Crodfaller was assigned to it, but the story is mine now. Can I see that report, please?
It's very technical, lass. I don't think you'll be learning much from it.
Thank you for your concern, Detective, but I'd like to be the judge of that.
You're a determined girl. I'll say that much for you. Have a look, then.
The file on the Decker Museum burglary is nothing more than a single handwritten page. It mentions only one stolen object, the dagger of Amon Ra. The burglar or burglars left no fingerprints or other clues. Their method of access to the museum is unknown. In summary, the police are baffled about the burglary at the museum at this point. Some parts of the report seem vague. The report is signed by Detective Ryan Hanrahan O'Reilly.
Okay. So basically...
There's only one page to this report. Where's the rest of it?
That's all of it right now.
It's rather vague, isn't it?
Good police work takes time, and I'm a very busy man. I haven't had time to follow up on the burglary. So what if a museum loses a knife? There are people being murdered left and right in this city, dropping like flies. Cars are being stolen, booze is being smuggled into speakeasies. Pedestrians are being mugged, firebugs are burning down half the city, they're running out of grapes at the corner market, and I've got a headache. And you know who gets to investigate all the crimes in this district? Me! So I don't need any nosy reporters hanging around telling me my reports are vague, girlie.
Well, excuse me.
Talk to the desk sergeant if you have any more questions. I haven't got time for you right now.
Okay. So the report was not helpful at all. Okay. Let's save the game. Save. Basically, we know that the police have nothing.
This is the inside of the police. This is the...
Who's this?
He must be either a plainclothes detective...
Pardon me?
Sorry, I'm just temporary.
Okay. He wants food.
I
think he wants food. Well, let's look at
this
this.
support column is also a handy place for posting... Why wait? There's never been a better time to invest in the stock market. Civil servants qualify for discount brokerage services at H.R. Schwab, Mary Hill, 3173. Invest in the future of America today.
Invest in the future of America today.
This support column is Why Wait? Needed. Volunteer with aeronautic training. Opportunity for co-pilot on first transatlantic flight, Roosevelt Field to Paris, next spring. Contact C. Lindbergh, Hamilton 6656. Wanted by FBI, Al Capone. Approach with caution. Contact FBI for details. Tickets to the Policeman's Ball now available. This support call. Let's be careful out. Please remember, as of June 15, 1924, all Indians are now full citizens of the USA. Please respect their rights and privileges. Thank you.
Okay, so he's hungry. And Officer O'Reilly doesn't want to talk to me anymore because he thinks because he's kind of a jerk. Alright. Good to know. Let's leave. Alright. Where else should we go? Yeah, he does. If only there were a taco stand somewhere.
Greetings, madam. I can motivate you.
I have to show my press pass again.
To what location would...
Okay. Go to the speakeasy. Yes.
Thanks for traveling with us, madam. Have a pleasant day.
There's a flower shop, which is the speakeasy.
It looks a lot like garbage. There must be some serious alcoholics who live nearby because the trash is... It feels like garbage. It's locked.
We're closed. No deliveries. Secret word.
Wait.
Are you deaf, lady? We're closed. Go away.
How do I get into the speakeasy?
We're closed. Scream all you want, Toots. You're not... We're closed. Secret word.
Huh.
Are you deaf, lady? We're closed. Go away.
Whoops, I did
We're
not mean to
closed.
click on it again. Yeah, I don't know what the password is, though.
It feels like... Don't touch it. This feels... Drink Moxie. It's good for you.
Maybe that's the password. Drink Moxie.
The battered side door to the flower shop, complete with a mail slot and a tiny window.
I mean, the other option would be to put something in the slot.
The battered side door to the flower...
We're closed. No... Secret word.
Whoops.
Are you deaf?
Alright, I don't know the way in to get into the flower shop. Maybe I can go back to the police station and ask. Maybe he knows how to get into the flower shop.
Greetings, madam. To
I
what
don't know why
location?
I have to show that every time, but okay. New York. I want to go to New York. I'm already in New York. No, I don't want to go to the police station. I want to go to the back to the Tribune office.
Thanks for traveling with us, madam. Have a pleasant...
I want to find some food for our sergeant guy who's hungry.
Where can I find...
Just ask any cab driver. They'll take you there. It's the place to stop.
I want to know how to get into that place.
Who is Ziggy?
He's what we politely call a stool pigeon. Basically, the guy...
Okay. Doesn't give me any info.
This is now... Feels like... You already... Don't touch... It's your official...
Okay, this has these in it. Okay. There doesn't seem to be anything else to do here.
You can feel the tension in the city. You can feel...
What if I try and go to into the bathroom?
You can't go in there. That's the men's lounge.
You glance around curiously, but there's no sign of a ladies' lounge. This is patently unfair.
You can't go in...
You glance around...
Okay. Dang it. The game is not capturing my mouse, so I'm accidentally clicking outside of the boundaries of the game. Okay, where else can I go? What's this?
It's the world-famous product design building.
Can I go in it?
Don't touch it.
Alright, well let's go to the laundry place, just because. I don't see a reason to go there, but let's go there anyway. And see what happens.
Madam, I can motivate you to your... To what location?
Places. Blow fast laundry.
Thanks for traveling.
Nate, let's look at these
This
people
little
first.
boy is trying to set fire to ants. He's shabbily dressed and poorly groomed. He's peering intently at the panicking ants on the sidewalk.
Can I yell at them? See if I can yell at them.
So what's your name, little boy? Biff. My, what a nice name.
Okay. I can't ask questions. Let's ask about the laundry place.
Sorry, never been there.
You've never been there. Right here, and you've never been there. Okay, whatever. Oh, I probably clicked. It looked like kind of the door was open, but it's not. A little column or something. Wow! This is a spacious shop. I don't know why I'm here.
Excuse me.
Yes, please.
I was just wondering, do you work here?
Yes, ticket, please.
Pardon?
Ticket, please. You here to pick up, yes?
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was just looking around.
I'm probably gonna get a ticket at some
Okay,
point.
look all you want. Looking is free. Laundry not so.
Okay, okay. I don't think I can do anything out here. I think I must have to go to the museum. It's that or the docks.
Greetings, madam. To what Have you heard about that transatlantic? Imagine
Yeah,
hearing.
you already told me
Thanks
that stuff.
A parked car. Note the sleek lines of this late model automobile. A parked car.
Okay.
A fountain. A marvelous leaded glass window.
Alright, let's go in. Fundraisers tonight. Formal attire required. Okay. That would probably be...
This door is locked.
I can't go to the museum? Okay, that I was not expecting. Okay, I was not expecting that. It's locked. I can't... Is there any other entrances to the museum? Huh. So the
Don't
museum
stray
is
too
locked.
far in the Big Apple. It's a big city and you're not familiar with it yet.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what... Let's see. Guess I can't do anything here. Alright. This seems way more like a traditional adventure game than
To what location?
Alright, we're gonna just go down this list. We're gonna go back to the police station.
I don't know. Thanks for.
Alright. We got this guy here. Let's click on him. See if we can do anything involving this guy. He's making a lot of noise, so...
Excuse me, sir.
Don't bother me, lady. I'm sleeping.
Good question. Good question. There's papers on the desk. Let's see if I can do anything with those.
Here now, don't be touching the goods, lad.
Feels like the inside of the police.
Hey now, hey now.
Feels like the inside.
No, no, no. Good. There. Okay. Oh, look at that. We've got something. What's this? Apparently I woke the guy up and he left. Okay, that was nice. Okay. What do we got? What do we
The
got?
paper is full of old news and a valuable coupon.
What's the coupon?
A coupon for a free sandwich from Luigi.
Ah, a free sandwich.
You pick it up and place it in your purse.
Ah. Okay. Where is that place to get the sandwich? Then I can go back to the police station and give it to the sergeant. Oh, better save. Better save. Coupon. Where's this sandwich place?
Greetings, madam.
The only place I could think that it would be that
While
would
this
potentially
To what location?
maybe here.
Thanks for traveling.
Ah, here we go. He's a guy selling food. I guess did I miss him last time?
A man selling corned beef sandwiches from a cart.
Alright, let's talk to him. I don't want to ask anything. I just want to...
Hot the corned beef, get you hot.
His name's Luigi.
Lean corned beef. This is the leanest corned beef in the city, maybe in the country. So lean the cow, she keep on tipping over. You wanna buy a corned beef sandwich, lady?
I have a coupon for one.
A newspaper coupon for a free sandwich from Luigi the sandwich vendor.
Yes, we are going to use this coupon on Luigi.
I believe I would like a sandwich.
Mamma mia, another coupon. I'm gonna go broke. What a crummy idea I had. That's the last time I advertised in a newspaper. Take your sandwich and get out of here before I change my mind. Yoink!
You pick it up and place it in your purse.
Per sandwich. Alright, we're going back to the police station. We're going to give the sandwich to the guy at the desk and see what happens. Maybe he'll take a per sandwich.
Please, madam. I can motivate you to your destination if you can prove that you're a reporter or if you have American currency.
Well, I actually need to pick my inventory now.
To what location?
I want to go back to the police station.
Thanks for traveling with us, madam. Have a pleasant day.
Alright, you want my per sandwich?
You look so hungry. Here, take this.
Sure, this is going to be a sandwich on rye. Bless you, lassie. Don't mind if I do.
Sure, and it tastes fresh too. Mmm.
Mmm. Mmm. Savage. Alright. Let's ask him about, this guy.
Detective O'Reilly seemed very rude. Is there any way I could talk with him again when he's in a better mood?
Ah, well, and here I thought he was in such a good mood today. He's a very busy fella. If only you'd talk to him once today, I doubt he'd be talking to you again.
Okay. Wouldn't think about that. Maybe the speakeasy.
What can you tell me about the speakeasy?
Now, I don't know anything about a speakeasy, not in this town. We run a clean city here. But there are some nice places where a lady like yourself can sit and relax and enjoy a bit of the high life, if you know what I'm saying. Of course, some of these places are restricted, don't you know? So you'll have to be giving them the right signs so they know you're okay. But just mention it Charleston, and you're in like Flynn. You got that now?
I think so. Thank you kindly, Sergeant.
Don't mention it. And I mean it now. Don't you go mentioning it. Not to anyone.
Okay.
What do you know about the Lion Decker Museum?
A very fine establishment. Worthwhile seeing, even if you're only in town for a short while. Very educational.
Have you actually been there?
Well, but I live in the city, and I'm not having to see all the landmarks.
Well. Okay.
What should I know about New York? I've only just moved here.
Best advice I can offer you, miss, is to keep some money in your shoe at all times. You never know when you might need some emergency cash.
I don't seem to have any cash. Did I not put cash in my shoe?
What should I know about the 12th Street docks?
Oh, lovely place if you like rats, thieves, and roughnecks. If I were you, I'd be staying away from that area. Lord knows we do.
Charleston. Okay, so I now have Charleston as a miscellaneous thing. So I can I can use that as the password. Okay. And yeah, let's see what happens if I try and cross the street here. I don't think it'll work, but we can always try. We'll save first, though. Save. Charleston. Charleston. Charleston Chew. Oh, wait. It does have a little down arrow. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I died. If you don't look both ways, you'll be dead in no time flat. Alright. Nice. What if I do look both ways?
There are no cars coming from this direction. You can see the newspaper. A spotless sidewalk. You can see the new. There are no cars coming.
Alright. Now let's cross the street. I'm pretty sure I looked in both directions, or at least I tried. Alright, let's try this again.
There are no cars coming. There are no cars coming from this direction.
Hey, Neo Venom! Thank you for the raid. How is it going tonight? How is your stream? I just started playing the Dagger of Amon Ra. Okay, if I do look both ways, I can cross the street. Oh, and I'm back at the... Okay, well, that's interesting. I'm back at the newspaper. Okay, so apparently the police station is right across from the newspaper. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay. Space Quest 4. That's great. I love the Space Quest series. Alright, we're gonna go back. We obviously missed some stuff at
Greetings,
the...
madam. I can motivate you to your destination.
Alright. Yeah, I played the first one, and I really liked it. And so I had a poll, and we decided to play this game. I'm kind of in the... We're gonna go back to the laundry.
Have you heard about that transatlantic radio telephone conversation?
Yeah, I've already gotten that one. Okay, there's these kids, and I can talk to them, which... I noticed the bum had something going on with him, so let's see if there's something going on with these kids. Look, they're messing with ants.
This little boy is trying to set fire. This youngster looks like a real roughneck. He appears slightly older than the other two boys, his brown hair wild and unruly, and a look of studied indifference on his face. The indifference is heightened by the nonchalant way he's burning ants with a magnifying glass.
Okay. Let's see if I can talk to him. This is the one that's burning ants. Let's talk about the baseball. Sure.
Lady, it's really none of my business.
Okay.
So what's your name,
Biff?
We already knew that.
It's a
I don't know.
Well, there's not a cloud.
I guess. Makes the ants light quicker, that's for sure.
What's your name?
None of your beeswax.
You're quite the impertinent little boy, aren't you?
Yeah, well, my folks told me not to talk to strangers.
And here you are. And
Yeah,
here...
but we call him Stinky because his initials are P.U.
Nice. Nice. Okay. Let's see if I can give him a baseball or something.
This nifty baseball wouldn't be of any use to you, would it?
I don't know. Let's see it. Not bad. I'm not sure about this Bob Roos signature, but it's not a bad imitation. Stitching integrity is about 89%. Want to trade?
That's just what I was thinking. I could use that magnifying glass you boys are using.
Hey, Scram, we're using this glass.
Have we got a deal?
Okay, why not? Here you go.
Hey, Booty Sweat, how's it going?
Now how are we gonna moidalize these ants?
Ease up, Stinky. We're almost out of the ants anyway.
Everybody!
Tell the good old man let us play and bust up his windows.
Yeah!
Hey, the Angel Raiders, how's it going?
You pick it up and place it in your purse.
I didn't get to see the end of your podcast, but I hope it went well. Okay. Hey, DJ Loudpack and Z Pyro and Super Dave and Hoagie. Thanks for the bits, Z Pyro. I am doing well. Save again. Traded baseball. So what's across the street here? I can go. Let's see. First off, let's die. Get hit by a car. Wait, I'm not dying. There I go. Ah! There I died again. Yellow. Dead. Thanks for the follow. That was I had already died getting hit by a car. But now if I look both ways
There are no cars.
Before crossing the street, then I can cross the street. But I have to look both ways. Because this is an educational game. What's across the street, I'm wondering. Oh, it's this place. Oh, I wanted to go to this place. Well, that was convenient. Alright. I know the password now.
We're closed. No deliveries. Secret word.
It's Charleston.
The password is Charleston.
Well, why didn't you say so? Come on in.
I am doing well tonight. I just started this game and I'm liking it. Thank you for the follow. They're all in, most of them are, everybody's in fancy outfits, and I need fancy outfits for the museum. Let's talk to the bartender.
Yeah, you want a drink, miss?
No, thank you, sir. I don't drink.
Alright, well, let's see if I can ask about Ziggy.
He's sitting at one of them tables, miss.
That's convenient. Which one? It looks like he's probably this one. He's either this one or this one. I'm guessing this one. He's more animated, so I would guess it's this one. Let's find out.
Are you Ziggy?
Who sent ya?
Okay. Who sent me? Well, I was him.
Godfather, he's an old pal of mine. What you want to know?
Oh, jeez. Now I have to ask him questions. I guess I'll ask him about the museum.
I heard somebody heisted that Egyptian pig secret from the museum. Rumor on the street is that it was an inside job.
Okay, that's a note. Alright. Let's see. Whoops. Heist clues. Rumor it was an inside job. Okay.
All I know is that the Egyptian pig sticker was heisted from the museum.
Do you know anything about Egyptology?
The only Egyptian I know is an accountant named Ramses Najir, something like that. He bugs me sometimes by asking me riddles. I can never figure him out.
What kind of riddles?
Well, Today Ramses came in and asked me a two-part riddle. What's the room you leave without entering? And what's the room you enter without leaving? As usual, I told him I didn't give a hoot about his silly questions, so he left.
This is called The Dagger of Amon Ra. It's the sequel to The Colonel's Bequest. It is the second Laura Bow game. It's a very detective-y game. What else can I ask him?
Do I look like an encyclopedia? I don't know nothing about that.
I'm playing this on Scum VM, which is a kind of an emulator, I guess, that emulates more or less a lot of adventure games. Scum VM was an engine used by LucasArts to make their games. I can't remember what it stood for. But it runs a lot of adventure games. It's a DOS game, so you could run it in DOSBox, but ScumVM is generally a little more stable. Oh, I have a more button. Ramses Najir. Let's ask about him.
That's the accountant from the museum. Spooky hi-hat kind of guy.
Oh, he's from the museum. Oh, that's interesting.
It's crooner Jen Smith, the amazing dancing chanteuse. Inexperienced dancers repeatedly practicing the few steps they know. The door to the women's lounge.
Let's go in there.
Hiya, doll face. Looking for a good time? It's your loss, Toots. I'll be right here if you change your mind.
If the water was connected, you could wash your hands here. You'd be too embarrassed to use the toilet while someone is watching you. Hold it until the end of the game.
You look so cute in that outfit.
Okay. I've played all the Police Quest games on stream, but I have not played Full Throttle. It's on my list, though. I think it is. If it's not on my list, it should be on my list. I'm gonna leave.
There are no cars. There are no cars.
Alright, now we can cross the street, but we're gonna save first, just to make sure. We got Ziggy. Talk to Ziggy. That was his name, Ziggy. I think I spelled it wrong, but whatever. Okay, I look both ways before I cross the street. Oh, the boys are gone. Maybe they went to play baseball. Because they have a baseball. I think I'm gonna have to come back here. I think I'm gonna need to get some formal clothes. Maybe he knows something about the museum and the dress code or something.
Ever been to the Lion Decker Museum?
Of course. Low fat, big contributor to museum. $2 every year. Some customer also work at museum. Wolf Heimlich, security guard. Very important.
Anybody else from the museum ever
Yes,
come
I
here?
have a bender back there.
Yes. Let me think. Woman doctor. Greek name. Olympia something. McGillicuddy Miklos? Yes, that's it. Olympia Miklos. Not know what she do at museum, but she work there. She and Mr. Heimlich sometime come in together.
Yeah, it's a talking vendor, actually.
Not been there in, must be almost a year. Whoa, time to send in another $2.
So, yeah.
Besides Mr. Heimlich and Dr. Miklos, are any of your other customers museum employees?
Not think so. Oh, wait. How could I forget? Yvette Delacroix. Very lovely lady.
We're getting names.
Museum.
Okay. Alright, we got 3 new names. Let's look at our journal and write those down.
It's your official...
I want to look at it. People. Because unfortunately, this game doesn't really have a notebook. It has a notebook, but not one I can actually write in. So we're going to Dr. Olympia Miklos. And Yvette Delacroix. And Wolf Heimlich. Maybe the inventor of the Heimlich maneuver. I love Futurama as well. And The Simpsons. Alright. Well, I think we're gonna go to the docks. I can't think of anywhere else to go. So that's the only place left. So we're gonna go there. Save. Laundry. Okay. Let's call it cab. And you did spell it right.
Greetings, madam. I can motivate you to your destination if you can prove that you're a reporter or if you have American currency.
Yeah, I have this press pass.
To what location?
I want to go to the docks. And hope I don't die.
Have you heard about that transit? Thanks.
He says that every single time. Okay, I'm at the docks.
Hi.
Okay, some random person talks to me and says hi. Okay.
Mr. Carrington came in on the Andrea Doria. I remember because he had the heaviest steamer trunk I've ever lifted. And it smelled funny, too. Gave me a big tip. Then that rich lady picked him up in a taxi. He called her the Countess Waldorf Carlton.
Carrington. Okay. Heavy steam trunk. Heavy steam trunk. And smelled funny. Smelled funny. Okay. I think that might be the okay. Alright. What else can we ask about? That's not important. Probably doesn't know anything about that, but I'll ask.
Boy, do I remember that guy. He supervised the unloading of the Egyptian crates from the ship. It was a bunch of stuff for the museum, and he was real protective about it.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, who else can I ask about? Wouldn't anyway, or him, or him.
I don't know anything about that.
Okay, what else? What else have we got? Nope, that's places. I don't want to ask that. Hey, Mayor B. Yeah, we're playing some Lorabo 2. How about her? Do you know anything about her?
I don't know anything.
Okay, no. Hey, do you know anything about her?
I don't know.
No. I don't think you know anything about people.
I don't know anything.
Wait, who's Steve? Who's Steve?
Steve Dorian? That's me, Miss Bo.
Oh, he is Steve. He's a dock worker. Okay. Was I just not paying attention? Oh, he's voiced by the same person who did King Graham in King's Quest. That would make sense. Countess.
She's the rich lady that picked up Mr. Carrington.
Okay. Pick rich lady who picked up Mr. Carrington. Alright. Alright. See if I can ask him about the museum too. He seems to know stuff about the museum and the people from the museum.
That's where Mr. Carter's Egyptian crates were going. Nice place. Ever been there?
Actually, I'm attending a fundraising party there tonight.
Sounds like a formal party. What will it cost to get in?
I don't know. I'm covering it for the newspaper, so I get in free.
I thought the museum was closed today.
It is, but the party isn't till 7 o'clock tonight.
Sounds like fun. Enjoy yourself. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to work.
Okay. Looks like I'm done here. I see some that look like birds over here.
The warehouses bustle with life as exotic goods arrive from distant lands or prepare for long journeys to forgotten corners of the world. You wisely determine that it's safer to admire the warehouses from afar.
Yeah, I like the voice acting in this game is pretty good. I mean, the Sherlock game that I was playing, I thought, what?
Has it ever been cleaned?
I cleaned it out 2 years ago. You got a problem with that? Yeah, I'll take you for a ride if you got the dough or if you can prove you as a reporter.
Hey, I can move stuff. Ooh, look at this.
It feels like...
What's this?
You pick it up and place it in your purse. The seat feels sticky. The seat...
What did I find? Alright.
Okay, Toots.
Yeah, I know. I figured the reason I got a trashy cab was for something, and there is indeed something in the trash. I don't know what it was, but,
An old laundry claim ticket from Low Fat's Chinese Laundry.
Yes, I have. I talked to Ziggy. Oh, and the sandwich guy is gone. I think the sandwich guy was only here when I had the coupon to get the sandwich. 'Cause I don't recall him being there before. So comes another taxi. Let's see if he gets a trashy one.
Yeah, I'll take you for a ride if you got the dough or if you can prove you as a reporter.
Oh, I get the trashy one again. Ah.
Okay, toots.
I don't recall hearing an archaeologist song. I did watch the intro. I got mugged and I got robbed. Or I guess it was more burglarized. Alright, let's give him this ticket. Oh, and the speakeasy. Yeah, okay.
This claim ticket 2 years old today. You very lucky woman. Almost give this clothes away. It'll be ready Tuesday. Ha ha ha. Just kidding. Ancient Chinese joke.
Actually, this isn't mine at all. I found this claim ticket just a little while ago. I'd feel badly if somebody would have come back for this.
It's been 2 years.
You worry for nothing. Nobody come in for 2-year-old laundry. Lady who owned this dress probably dead by now.
You're a
Yes.
strange man, Mr. Fat.
I
but
did.
I kinda like you.
That did happen. I went into the ladies' room. That did happen to me. But I can go back to the speakeasy pretty easily. Got dressed by going across the street. I have to look both ways because
There are no cars coming from this street.
it is an educational game.
There are no cars.
We have to teach everybody to look both ways before they cross the street. I don't think it was playing that song,
We're
but
closed. No.
I've already given you the secret word.
The password?
Well, why didn't you?
I also need to talk to more people here to see if there's any more info.
Silence alone is great. All else is weakness. You get no
Now, you
Password.
want a drink, miss?
No, thank.
I'm sorry, miss. I'm too busy to talk right now. I'm sorry, miss. I'm too busy to talk right now.
It is better to know some of the questions.
Va-va-voom. You haven't seen the Countess come into the speakeasy yet, have ya? I've been waiting here for hours.
The Countess?
Yeah, the Countess Lavinia Waldorf Carlton.
That's
I'm supposed to
interesting.
meet her here.
Sorry, haven't seen her. But if I do, I'll be sure and let you know.
Thanks, Toots.
That's information. That is information. Okay. Maybe I can change into my dress. Because there's a changing screen here. And there's no place in the newspaper to change. Maybe that's where the knife maybe that's how the knife exchange is supposed to happen.
It's Crooner Jensmith, the amazing... It's Dr. Jazz, the piano player. This is only a temporary gig for Doc, since he normally plays with Jelly Roll Morton and his Red Hot Peppers. It's Crooner Inexperienced dancers repeatedly practicing the few...
Va va.
Does the dress also conveniently fit me? I got it claims.
Nice body. But where did you get those clothes? Salvation Army?
Hey, they just got cleaned. Jeez. Take my old clothes.
You straighten out your dress.
No, I want to take my old
You
clothes.
straighten out...
Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna leave my old clothes behind. I mean, I guess it's an okay dress. And there's no
If the
water.
was... I have a cramp in my leg.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Oh, yes. Oh. Oh, yes.
Okay. Alrighty. I left my old clothes behind. Alright. I'm in a dress. See who these people are.
They're involved in a deep conversation about President Calvin Coolidge.
Ooh, President
You're in a
Calvin Coolidge. That seems important. Alright. See if I can interrupt them.
Questions are a burden to others. Answers are a burden to oneself. In other words, you get no response. Questions are a burden to others. Answers are a burden to oneself. In other words, you get no response.
There you go, Mayor B. Well, there you go. The archaeologist song. Nice. Apparently, just wait it out. I don't think there's anything else to do in here, so let's leave. I just left my old clothes. Like, okay. What am I doing? I'm not controlling the game now. Oh, I'm in the junk cab again. Am I getting kidnapped? Nope. I made it to Act 2. Alright. Nice. Suspects on parade.
Your perky demeanor and thorough technique are making you a first-class detective.
Okay, I'm a first-class detective. Excellent. Okay, let's save it. Save. Act 2. This looks like a guy who's gonna have a German accent or something like that. It just seems like it.
This affair is by invitation only, Fräulein. Your papers, please.
Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. I called that. Okay. Alright, thanks for stopping by, Ninja Slap Vanish. Or Ninja's Lap Vanish.
Danke, Fräulein. I'll return this pass when you are leaving. Enjoy yourself this evening.
Yellow. Thanks for the follow, Raptor X or ZX4. Okay, I guess I can go inside. Alright. Ooh, that's big. Alright. Let's save it again. In the museum. Or night at the museum. Let's just call that night at the museum. There we go. Alright, what do we got here? Let's look at the people.
This man looks like he's very low on moral fiber in his construction. His eyes dart around the room nervously, as if he's expecting someone to jump on him. His bald head reflects the overhead lighting.
It looks kind of like Ziggy from the maybe it is Ziggy. I don't know.
Augustini.
Oh, it is Ziggy.
Augustini, yeah, that name rings a bell. Oh, yeah, he the concierge at the plaza? Can't help yous with that, Toots. The new museum press? Stodgy old guy, but a fine chap. Yeah, that's it, a fine chap. Good man.
You ask yourself if you can handle the tasks.
No, I don't want to talk to
You
me.
ask yourself.
I don't want to talk to me. I want to talk to him. If you move in front of him, it's hard to talk to him. The Sherlock Holmes game was fantastic. I loved the game.
I'll tell ya, most of the cops around these towns stink. But O'Reilly's different. He's okay. He really knows how to treat a mouthpiece, you know? I made some good jack working for him.
Yeah, he's too short. I don't need to really ask about him, do I? Or Low Fat? Or my dad? Or Ziggy? Didn't I already ask about these people? Maybe not.
Quiet guy most of the time. Accountant, I think. Boy, I'll tell you, those Egyptians know some crummy jokes.
Quiet accountant. I'm taking notes. No problem, ARB. If you want to watch it, I have it on YouTube. Or as a VOD on Twitch. Let me just put that there. If you want to follow me, subscribe, I guess, as they call it on YouTube. I post everything to YouTube.
That lady's scary. I've been avoiding her.
I had a lot of notes on the Sherlock Holmes game, and it actually didn't matter that much. Which is kind of a shame, because I was very... Sherlock figured everything out himself. I didn't really have to figure anything out, really. Which was kind of a shame. Okay, he doesn't know anything about her. Yvette?
Nice working, girl. I knew her when. Now she's a big hotshot museum, what do you call it? Back then, she was a streetwalker, if you catch my drift.
Okay, used to be a streetwalker. That's interesting. I kind of figured out the case of Sherlock in the Sherlock game before it was completely revealed to me, so I'm kind of happy about that.
I don't think I've heard of him. Yeah, the dock worker. I know that guy. He ain't in my inner circle, though. Don't know much about the Joe.
Okay, what about, Countess?
What makes you think I knows anything about a dame like her? She wouldn't even have anything to do with me. I don't know anything about her. Why ask me?
That's odd. She seems to know you.
She did. What did she say? It ain't true. Listen, that old cow couldn't keep a secret if her life depended on it. I ain't taking the rap for her anyways. Now leave me alone before I calls the cops. Or somebody.
So he seems to know something about the Countess, or something that he's not telling me. So he seems to not be... Okay.
Laundry. Oh, you mean like washing her clothes? No, I does that myself.
I find it interesting that that place is frequented too. And the ridiculous accents are amusing.
You're familiar with the 12th Street docks, aren't you?
Not me, lady. Mostly your unsavory types hang out down there.
Okay.
I know everything's not what it looks to be, but then what is? Same with all these mocky-mucks. Look, appearances can be deceiving. Me, do I look like the brother of a famous Broadway producer? No, but I am.
Really?
I know the dagger was heisted. I might even know who done it, but I ain't talking.
If you know, why won't you go to the police?
All I got is a suspicion. I got nothing hard. Besides, what have the cops done for me lately?
This is in the interests of justice. Who are you trying to protect?
I'm trying to protect me. Now flit.
Okay. Well, the suspect seems pretty obvious right now. Okay, I think I've got all that done. Okay, who do we have here?
Bonjour, Miss Bow. Dr. Carrington told me you were covering this party for the newspaper. I'm Yvette Delacroix.
Hey, Yvette.
That's right, Miss Delacroix. I'm writing the social news column.
Ah, the social news. I was thinking you were here about the burglary.
The burglary? Of course not. The newspaper would never assign a female cub reporter like myself to such an important story.
Ah, you are probably being correct, Miss Bow.
Well, Archibald Carrington doesn't seem to care about the knife being stolen, and he was on the job for the first month, and his steam trunk smelled funny and was heavy, and we saw somebody die and be put in a trunk at the beginning of the game. We don't know who did it. And he also was picked up by the Countess, and the Countess seems very suspicious. So I suspect Mr. Carrington and the Countess right now, which I think is what I'm supposed to probably suspect.
Miss Bow, I am not wishing to be the rude person, but I must keep Ming.
Okay.
Monsieur Agostini, you know him? I understand he's a very powerful man at the newspaper. I would like to meet him sometime.
Okay, this is the person who used to be a streetwalker.
Ah, Monsieur Pippin, he is such a great man. And quite attractive, no?
I think Pippin is attractive. That's worth noting.
Dr. Carrington is my superior, so I'd rather not be saying the bad things about him.
What bad thing?
He is very strange, even for a man. Ah, but you are trying to trick me, no? It's best that I am not talking about him.
Okay, thinks Carrington is strange. That's all I got. Okay. Detective O'Reilly? I don't know why I need to ask about it.
Ah, Monsieur O'Reilly, he is magnifique. He is so intelligent, so confident, so... Ooh la la.
I assume you've met him before tonight.
Oh yes, we are, how do you say, the old friends. And it never hurts to have the highly placed friend on the local police force.
That's interesting.
I suppose that's true. What do you think of his burglary investigation?
People here, they keep saying Monsieur O'Reilly, his investigation of the Dagger is not good. But he tries very hard. I have seen him work. But the Dagger thief, he is very good, no?
He? You think the burglar was a man?
It is only the manner of speaking, Miss Bow. This burglar, she could have been the female as well.
Okay. I'm not gonna hold that one against her. See, well, let's ask about him.
Ah, the Godfather. I met him only once on the train. The train was a sleeper car. It was dark, and I climbed into his berth by mistake. He will always remember that meeting, I am sure. I, unfortunately, will have forgotten it in a few months.
Okay. I don't know I would ask about him, but...
The low-fat, I know him. The little laundry I take to the cleaners, low-fat does it himself. We have the deal he enjoys, so it costs me nothing.
Hey! Wow. Alright. I think Yvette gets around a bit. Why would I ask about my dad? I don't know.
I do not believe I have met your father, Miss Bow, unless it was long ago and I have forgotten. I have met so many men, it is hard to keep track of them all. The annoying little man? I met him at this speakeasy long ago, but he is not my class of person, no. He is of the criminal type.
Okay. That we kind of already knew. More. Okay, let's him.
Monsieur Nagir, he is a funny little man. I see him in many strange places in the museum, but he is only the accountant for us, so I don't understand why he is here all the time.
Have a good night.
Do you think Mr. Nagir could have stolen the dagger?
UZ2? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I'll just say UZ2 or UZ.
He is a man
or
after
UZ.
all, and who knows how they are thinking.
I did not get that. I'm gonna ask that again.
You already asked me.
Okay. Can't get dialogue again? Well, that's annoying. Okay, well, let's ask about this person.
Dr. Miklos and I, we have much of the fun together. She is very friendly. Many times we have run through the museum chasing the daisy, no?
Okay. So she seems to be friends of my close too. Okay. Good to know who is friends of whom. Okay. That's her. I'm gonna ask about her anyway.
Yes, I am Yvette Delacroix, but I am not one to be talking about myself too much, no? I am not like the great Dr. Carter, who has so many of the great stories to tell.
Okay. People. Wolf Heimlich.
Monsieur Heimlich, he is the intense fellow, no? Very
Oh, he's the
military, very
German
stiff
guy.
and straight. I feel very safe around him, but I also feel uncomfortable. He patrols the museum so much. It is strange the dagger was stolen from under his nose, no?
Do you suspect him of stealing the dagger?
Who knows? I am not the policeman. But he seemed very upset about the burglary. Maybe too upset, no?
He was upset about burglary. Was very upset. He seemed like he would be very upset about it. Alright. What else we got? We got Steve, the guy at the docks.
Ah, this Steve. He is so big and handsome, no?
Okay. I think Steve's handsome as well. Okay. Countess.
Ah, the Countess. She is not what she seems, no?
What do you mean?
Her last husband, he was afraid of her. He told me. Then as I learned more, I was becoming afraid of her too.
Why? She seems like a nice old lady.
It is all the act, no? She is a dangerous one. Now I think she is after Dr. Carrington's money, since I am seeing them together so often lately.
I don't understand. Why is she so dangerous?
Just be trusting me, Miss Bow. Stay away from the Countess. People die when she's around.
Oh dear.
Okay. That's quite the statement there. People die when she's around. She's like Laura Bow. People die when Laura's around too. Alright, who's this guy? Wait. Wait, I want to ask about the museum too.
The museum, it is such a wonderful place to work. The people, they are so friendly, and I am enjoying my work here. I intend to be the president someday.
Okay. It's, that's cool. The speakeasy, let's ask about that.
This speakeasy, it used to be the good place of the business for me, no? Then I got this job, so I don't have to do that anymore.
How did she get this job?
What kind of work did you do at the speakeasy?
I was the hostess there for a while.
With your appearance, you must have gotten a lot of tips.
I suppose you could be calling it that. I got the very big tips.
Oh man. Oh man. Lots of innuendo in this game, apparently.
It is terrible to think someone could break into this museum and steal something so valuable. Monsieur Heimlich, he is all broken up about it, although he doesn't show it.
How did Dr. Carrington
I
react
don't
to
either.
the burglary?
Dr. Carrington is a very dignified man. There is not much you can learn from his face. He seems to have taken the burglary very well, although he was angry with Wolf about the poor security.
Do you have any idea who might have stolen the dagger?
There are many suspicious people here tonight who could have done it. The Countess, for example, or the little man Ziggy. But I have not the proof, you understand?
Okay, so Carrington was angry with Wolf about the poor security, so that's something. Who's this? Alright, I think I'm done with her.
This is quite a party. Does the museum
That's
always
Dr.
have
Carter,
a
that's
big
Pippin.
fundraiser when they open a new exhibit, Dr. Carter?
No, but they've never had such an important exhibit
Oh,
opening
this
here
is this
before.
guy.
And I'm an important curator with an important salary, so the museum wouldn't have been able to keep me employed here without financial assistance.
You must be very important for the museum to go to so much trouble.
Naturally. The museum is lucky that I accepted this position as the head of their new Egyptian antiquities department.
Ooh, he's very
Why,
pompous.
My name alone will attract more visitors and more money to the museum.
Any chance that the Tutankhamun exhibit will make a stop here on its American tour?
No. I'd hate to embarrass my relative by putting his Tutankhamun artifacts on display here. They pale by comparison to my own great discoveries, such as the Dagger of Amon Ra.
Which was stolen.
Of course. How silly of me to think otherwise.
Yes, that was rather silly of you.
Man, I don't like him. Just gonna keep asking about people.
I believe he was the Emperor of Rome just after Justinian.
Okay. 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 That's him. Let's ask about him.
You already asked me this, miss.
No, I don't want to ask you. I want to ask him.
That's me, you silly girl. If you want to arrange an in-depth interview, we'll have to schedule it later in the week.
Me too. See what he has to say about
Dr.
him.
Carrington is a fine chap. He used to be in charge of the British Museum, you know. I ran into him several years ago when I visited the British Museum to consult with Dr. Butch.
Okay.
Seems odd that Dr. Carrington doesn't remember me, but I almost didn't recognize him either. He's getting old after all. Looks different. Memory's probably shot as well.
think this might... There's a lot of red herrings in this. So he doesn't remember Pippin from the British Museum, but, you know, whatever. I mean, that's not... I mean, Pippin's egotistical, so he thinks he's super important, and he should always be remembered, but that doesn't mean anything. Alright.
You already...
I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to him. Stop being so close to each other.
Ah, yes. Can't say I'm too impressed with Detective O'Reilly. Couldn't find a single bloody clue about the Dagger burglary. And he has the nasty habit of chewing on grapes constantly, probably to cover up the smell of the alcohol he drinks.
I think I'm gonna have to put him on the list. And same for Ziggy. Ziggy has to be put on the list too. Ziggy is a suspect. And the detective is also a suspect. Okay, so he drinks. So let's put that down. Drinks. Okay. Let's ask about him.
A crodfollow is some sort of miniature vegetable, isn't it? A potato, perhaps. He runs one of the local Chinese laundries. Pretends to be Chinese so he can get more business, but he has a terrible accent.
Nah. Okay, what about my father?
A relative of yours, perhaps. Rather an unfortunate name, I think.
Okay, doesn't really know anything about Ziggy. What about Ramses?
Of course I know Ramses. There were several of them, actually. Ramses I was pharaoh during the 19th dynasty from 1307 to 1306 BC. But Ramses II made more of an impact on ancient Egypt.
I'm not talking about that
From
Ram.
1290 to 1224 BC, Ramses II undertook a succession of gargantuan construction projects, which left his mark in the face of Egypt for thousands of years. His mortuary site at Thebes, the Ramesseum, contains a temple to Amon-Ra, a royal palace, a mortuary temple, and several storerooms.
Actually, I was referring to Ramses Najir.
Never heard of him.
Apparently he doesn't know the accountant. So he's not really... He doesn't seem to know people, which is kind of weird.
Dr. Miklos is rather eccentric, but she is well educated. Received her training at one of the better universities in Athens, Greece. She's considered quite knowledgeable in the area of hieroglyphics, but her speciality is paleontology. She's fond of old bones.
Knowledgeable with hieroglyphics, and eccentric. Okay.
Questions are...
Oops. If I turn this down, will the text go slower? I want to be able to... I want to click it. Okay. Okay, what about, Yvette? What do you think about Yvette? Curious.
That trollop sleeps with everything that moves, and some things that don't. It's only by sheer strength of will that I've resisted her advances so far.
I mean, that kind of sums up what I thought.
Ah, yes. Heimlich's the security chief here. Not a particularly good one, obviously, since the dagger was stolen right from under his nose. And he's rather too intense for my tastes.
Ah, dang it. We're not done asking about people yet. We have Steve, the dock person. I don't think he's gonna...
Dorian. The stevedore with a ridiculous name. He's the fellow who helped
he does
unload
recognize
my
his name.
artifacts from the steamship. If it weren't for his odd name, I would have forgotten him entirely.
Still, the text is still going too fast. Okay. But
The Countess was married to the former president of the Dagger Museum, Sterling Waldorf Carlton. A good chap, but uninspired. Now she has her sights set on Dr. Carrington.
previously married to another museum head. And what happened to him? He probably died. Yeah, I think it is tied to the voice acting. I just want to take notes, so it's hard to take notes when the text goes by so quickly. I turned the text on so it would be easier to take notes. Let's ask about the museum.
With a little work, I can turn the Dagger into a world-class museum. But that can wait a few months until they decide to make me the president.
He wasn't...
Dr. Carrington will have to find other employment, of course, but I'm sure some lesser museum would be happy to have him on their staff.
No, she was married to the previous museum head. It was the same museum. Okay. Alright, that's interesting. Let's ask about the burglary now.
You must be very upset about the burglary.
Quite so. If I ever find out who stole my dagger of Amon, they won't live to regret it, I can assure you.
Oh my. Do you have any idea who would do such a thing?
I have my suspicions, but I need more proof before I subject him to the full force of my wrath.
Have the police learned
That time he definitely said him.
Those incompetents. Hardly. They couldn't even find any clues around the dagger display.
Sounds like the burglar might have been a professional.
Perhaps. It's more likely the local constable couldn't find a clue if it jumped up and bit him on the bum.
Okay, so he thinks a man did it, because his use of the pronoun him was pretty clear that he was talking about someone specific, but just using a pronoun to do it. Where I don't think Yvette used the pronoun him to mean a specific person. Let's talk to him about Egyptology.
Since you're an expert on the subject, what can you tell me about Egyptology?
I don't have time to explain the intricacies of my profession to a neophyte. If you're truly interested, I'd suggest several years of difficult study on the subject at one of your better universities. Once you've finished that, you can talk to me again.
Okay. Alright. Let's talk to this person. Who is this?
Good evening, sir. My name is Laura Bow.
I am Ramses Najir, Miss Bow. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Really? So, Pippin doesn't know him and he's standing right next to him? Ooh, that's hard to believe. I don't know why I'd want to ask about him, but I
I'm
will.
afraid I do not know Mr. Agostini. I live a very quiet life, and I do not know very many famous people.
Okay. Ask about Pippin.
1,000 curses on that man! He defiled the tombs of my sacred ancestors for his own personal glory. He doesn't care a fig for what's right and what's wrong. His own evil deeds will catch up with him, though. Just wait and see.
He doesn't like Pippin because he violated ancestor's tomb. Okay. Alright. That's interesting.
I have heard a great deal about Mr. Carrington, but I do not know him very well. We have only spoken once or twice, but he seems like a cultured, charming fellow.
Okay. Nothing really to write home about there.
To be perfectly honest, I do not care for Mr. O'Reilly. I do not think he sees the beauty in ancient Egypt. He is somewhat blunt in his approach to others as well. I suppose that is just part of his job, however. Crodfallers? No, thank you.
Okay, that's nothing. Low fat. I don't know why I keep asking about him.
I'm afraid I do not know the gentleman.
Okay. Of course he doesn't. He's a Ziggy.
I do not know Ziggy very well, but he makes me uneasy. His eyes remind me of a jackal's. I met him briefly at the party, then avoided him the rest of the time.
Okay. Nice. That's pretty much what I get about Ziggy. Let's ask about him.
Why, I am Ramses Najir, Miss Bow. I am an accountant and a proud father of 2.5. Dr. Miklos is a brilliant individual, but she is certainly a little strange. Ah well, we all have our foibles, don't we, Miss Bow?
Eccentric / strange. Okay. Got that from 2 people who said she was weird. Let's ask about Yvette.
Miss Yvette is a charming young lady, and so friendly. She seems genuinely interested in Egyptology. We had a long discussion about tombs one time.
Okay. I'm not sure how to interpret that one.
I find Mr. Heimlich to be most intimidating. He seems to enjoy looming over people.
Okay. The guard is intimidating. Alright. Got that. Yeah, discussion.
Mr. Dorian is a very healthy-looking young man. His mother must have eaten well.
Okay.
The Countess is quite a colorful lady. She seems to enjoy life to the fullest, does she not? Just between you and me, she scares me a little.
Okay.
What is that, Mr. Najia?
Well, she's just too enthusiastic for me, I suppose.
Okay, too enthusiastic. Okay, now I want to ask you about the museum.
The Leyendecker is a beautiful museum, Miss Bow, but I do not approve of the spoiling of my ancestors' tombs, much less the wanton display of their bodies and their personal effects.
Alright, burglary.
Mr. Najia, would you have any idea who might have stolen the dagger of Amon Ra?
No, But whoever did should be boiled alive. He should be fed to hungry crocodiles. His guts should be strung from the pyramids. He should... Oh, excuse me. I get a little passionate on the subject.
Quite all right, Mr. Najee. I understand.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down. He had a bit of an outburst. Okay, who's this last person?
Good evening, Dr. Carrington.
Oh, that's Dr. Carrington.
Good
Okay.
evening, Miss Bow. Good evening.
I got a lot of information on you. He knew who I was. Okay, I'm gonna ask.
I'm afraid I don't know the gentleman.
Okay. He does not know the head of the newspaper. Let's ask about Pippin.
The fellow has quite an overinflated ego. But he's got a legitimate reason for it, I suppose.
Okay. Legit. That's him.
Well, that's me, young lady. Dr. Archibald Carrington III, at your service.
Oh, he's the third. Well, that means he... Oh, wait. Wait. Did I see that? Did I see that? Let me look. I think I just noticed something.
No, he's a good enough.
Oh,
chap.
no, okay. I thought he had a monocle.
Peon.
Monocle means evil. Okay.
I'm not acquainted with the chap.
Does Ziggy have a monocle?
I've never even...
Okay, don't know him. What about my dad? Let's just
I've
do...
never met your father, Miss Bow, but I have a deep respect for the minions who uphold the law.
Okay. Alright, what about Ziggy?
Miss Bow, I find it vaguely offensive that you would even think that I know anyone named Ziggy.
He's standing right across the way from you. I find it a little odd that you don't talk to people and know their names that are at your party.
Now there's an intense personality. He doesn't look it, but there's something seething below the surface. I'm frightfully sure of it. In any case, the fellow is a fine accountant.
Something seething below the surface. Well, I kind of already got the seething below the surface thing, I think.
Dr. Miklas is one of the museum's most respected curators.
He's not much for words, really. He just kind of is to the point. What about her?
I really haven't had much interaction with Miss Delacroix. Well, of course, she is my assistant. So I guess I should correct myself and say that I do have interaction with her. But I don't know her very well, really.
Okay.
He's a real pip. A genuine go-getter, that fellow. He does a jolly good job of guarding the museum. Jolly good.
So he thinks he does a good job. That's interesting. Oh wait, I just realized I already had Ziggy on here. So he thinks the guard does a good job, even though he was angry about Wolf about the poor security is what I was told by somebody, but he's saying he did a good job. That's curious.
A stevedore? I'm afraid I don't discourse with proletarian ruffians of that stripe.
Okay. Last one, the Countess.
Now there's a lady who truly supports the arts. A real patron, that old girl.
I think she throws money at the museum. Is what she does. We're going to talk about the museum.
The Lion Decker is simply fantastic, Miss Bow. This is the opportunity of a lifetime.
I mean, it looks like a pretty nice museum. Alright, now I talked about the burglary.
What do you make of the theft of the dagger, Dr. Carrington?
It's simply beastly. What is the world coming to when crepuscular ruffians can invade a museum like Visigoths?
Do you have any idea who could have done such a thing?
Not at all. But if I did, I'd be tempted to teach the brute a lesson.
Okay. Okay. I think that's everybody. Who's over here?
It's a semi-happy party-goer. It's a semi... This short, blustery man reminds you vaguely of President Roosevelt. Despite his diminutive frame, his bearing is self-assured and cocky, and his pince-nez only adds to the aura of distinguished... This man looks...
I want to talk to him real quick.
Heard any good
Maybe?
No, he doesn't have a monocle
Then I
either.
ain't.
He doesn't have a monocle either. Let's look at the tables.
The buffet tables are heaped...
Ooh, let's take some.
The food and champagne look good, but you're trying to stay on a diet, so you may...
Oh,
Neatly stacked water glasses. Some are full, some are empty. As a wise man once said, even empty water glasses have their uses.
Ah, maybe I can use them to, like, listen. Let's
You
take
pick
one.
it up and place it in your purse.
Yoink!
Okay.
It's a semi-happy... It's a semi... The buffet tables are... The buffet table... The buffet... The food and champagne look good.
Can I go in a direction? Can I go... What about there? Can I go there? There's a door. I see a door. Can I go this way? Oh yeah, I can. Okay, I can go this way and that way. Okay, what's this way? Go this way. I'll let me go. Okay, let's try this way. Go this way. What the heck? Oh, there we go.
You see a short...
Hey, I think this is Lady Carrington. Or not Lady Carrington. Countess. I think this might be the Countess.
Hi, I'm Laura Bow, and I'm covering this event for the Tribune Society news column.
Good evening, Miss Bow. I'm the Countess Lavinia Waldorf Carlton. Please be sure to spell my name right in your story. Ah, truly a man of great ambition and integrity, Dr. Carrington, what about him? I know very little about the man.
Now that's odd. I could have sworn Mr. Dorian said that you met Dr. Carrington in a taxi when he arrived on the Andrea Doria.
Yes, or what if I did? I mean, yes, I did meet him that night. Our families are, old allies from the time of the War with Roses. I felt obliged to meet him upon his arrival. Noblesse oblige, you understand.
Lie. That was a lie. That was absolutely a lie. Okay.
He seems a perfectly dreadful little fellow. Let's not discuss him.
You ask.
Alright, who else we got?
Oh, he's a darling little man. Just darling.
Darling! He's a darling little man. He's just darling. Alright, who else we got? Olympia.
My, she is unusual, isn't she, dear girl? I can't stand that horrid ferret of hers. I'm sure it hates me.
She has a ferret. That's interesting. I'm gonna put that down. She has a ferret. She's not gonna like her, I
I
don't
am
think.
not interested in discussing that little trollop.
Yeah, I didn't. So. Alright. Wolf.
Oh, Mr. Heimlich is simply dreadful. I think his tiny taste of authority has gone to his little head. Don't you, Miss Bow?
He doesn't like him. What about him? Does she even know
What
who
a
that is?
lovely boy. He has such charming manners. And
Charming?
he's so handsome,
Question.
Last person is herself.
Why, that's me, silly child.
I know that. Just wanted to know if you wanted to tell me anything about yourself. Okay, the museum.
I think the lion decker is simply divine, don't you?
Okay, and the
Question.
and the burglary. Ask you about the burglary.
What do you make of the theft of the Dagger of Amon Ra, Countess?
Oh, it's horrid. Simply horrid. What sort of creature would make off with a priceless work of art, I wonder?
Do you have any ideas about who it might have been?
Oh, my, no! I try not to associate with dreadful people, dear girl.
She's not gonna give me any information either. Okay.
It's a finesse. It's you. It's a finesse.
Can I go in here? There's a door. Let's see if I can go in it. Ooh. Can I take things? Okay. Oh, what's this?
It looks just like the Dagger of Amon Ra. Isn't it beautiful? It looks...
Okay, let's use our magnifying glass on it. Oh yeah.
The dagger shows Pittsburgh's high degree of craftsmanship. The dagger shows Pittsburgh's high degree of craftsmanship.
Made in Pittsburgh, it says. Yeah, it's very, very good. It looks good.
You can't touch the daggers on...
It looks like no matter what I do...
That's not the...
Okay, they're all the same, so I can't, like, individually examine each one, I think.
That's not the...
Yeah, okay. Wait! This one doesn't say it.
Dagger shows a high degree of craftsmanship.
This one doesn't say it. This one doesn't say made in Pittsburgh. Could this be the real one? Could it just be in the gift shop? Huh. Well, that's interesting. Okay, let's write that down.
The dagger shows...
I mean, it could just be old, but... Oh! We got some info. Or we found a clue that we needed to find.
This gift shop is closed. You should not be here.
Oh, I'm sorry. The door was unlocked.
Unlocked? My assistant will be disciplined harshly for this mistake. Please rejoin the party now, or I will be forced to injure you.
Alright. Well, I have to get to bed soon, so I will play this game for a little bit longer, then I'll pick it up tomorrow. Why is it so hard to move between screens? Ugh. No! Meh. Okay. You're just refusing to walk between those tables, apparently. Did I? I turned down the text speed, but not the walking speed. I turned down this one, trying to get the text speed but I can't turn it up. That's probably not a bad idea. This is, I think, like the previous game, where the game moves forward when you hit certain key moments. Okay, can I go this way?
There I was, standing on the hillside above the excavation in the Valley of the Kings, with the faithful Mahmud describing the dance of the Seven Veils to me in great detail, when a shout rose up from the workers below us. Sensing an important discovery at hand, since I have a sixth sense about these things, I scurried downhill to see that a step had been uncovered in the sand. It turned out to be the entrance to the temple of Amon Ra. I took the trowel from the Boskafir and cleared the sand away from the rest of the steps myself, revealing the entrance to the temple. The seal of the necropolis was intact on the door seal, indicating that the temple had not been disturbed. I knew that fate had brought me to the discovery I had been seeking for so long. Tireless after my exertion in clearing the staircase, I used a sledgehammer to break through the sealed doorway. Within lay the greatest accomplishment of my considerable career. Hidden within the darkness, untouched for thousands of years in the isolated temple, lay the magnificent dagger of Amon Ra, the greatest discovery of modern archaeology.
Good show.
Magnifique. Very impressive, Dr. Carter.
So, that's when you heisted it, right?
No, I didn't heist it, you annoying little man. I took it out of the temple and showed it to the workers, who immediately fell upon their faces, all 350 of them, to show respect for my accomplishment.
That's hard to believe, Dr. Carter. Egyptian workers have proudly worked the archaeological digs for many years. I would not think they'd exaggerate their respect for you to such an extent.
But then you weren't there, were you, Mr. Nagier?
Well, no, that's
Okay.
true.
And when
He lied
was
about
the
not knowing
last
him.
time you were in Egypt, Mr. Nagier? You seem to have lost some of your accent.
Well, it has been several years.
I thought as much.
Your discovery really was quite a remarkable achievement, Dr. Carter.
Was remarkable, Dr. Carrington? You mean it is a remarkable achievement. There has never been anything like it before.
Quite so. Correction noted, Doctor.
If you will all be excusing me, I see a man I need to speak to.
Certainly, Miss Delacroix. Certainly.
Alright. I guess I just need to spy on conversations.
Boy, did he bet. She's some dish, ain't she?
Yes, those Frenchwomen really have something. I don't think my wife would ever have done it in a mummy case.
In my vast experience of women from different lands, I tend to agree with you, Mr. Niger. I balked when a certain French woman suggested we have a deep conversation on the back of a dinosaur, but I was pleasantly surprised by the results.
Yes, Miss Delacroix is certainly the cat's pajamas, as the Americans would say.
Yeah, we does come up with some good sayings, don't we?
Quite.
Why?
Good Lord, I hadn't realized a woman was present. Please excuse us, Miss Bow.
Oh, I wasn't actually listening to you gentlemen, Dr. Carrington. I just happened to be standing here. Excuse me.
Nice. Alright. Where's Yvette? Where did she go? Oh, she's over here now. Oh, here we go. Here she is. I just walk next to them and get...
Brian, I'm having the hardest of times keeping my hands off you.
Not here, Yvette. There's too many people.
They are not important. You are the most powerful man here, my Ryan.
Okay.
What about that Carrington guy? He's president of this museum.
The doctor, he is old and weak. You are the young one and strong.
Okay.
And what would you be wanting, Miss Bow?
Oh,
Okay.
well, I thought I heard you call my name.
You must have been hearing things. I didn't even mention your name.
Oh, sorry. I've got to be going now. Excuse me.
Okay. So that was interesting. Okay. What about these people? These people I can eavesdrop on? No. 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 Oh wait. It's changed. It's different people now.
And what were you doing when that fancy dagger was being stolen then?
Let me see. I was sleeping in my hotel room.
You don't sound too sure about that.
I haven't been sleeping too well since I arrived in this country.
Who's
I'm tired,
this?
so I'm not thinking too well.
You're not sleeping well. Would you be having a guilty conscience then?
I do not understand your meaning, Mr. O'Reilly. Perhaps it is the English. It is such a curious language, not as clear as the Egyptian.
Well, you say the dagger is what brought you to this country. If I were in your position, I'd be tempted to steal it.
Steal what has already been stolen? The dagger of Amon-Ra belongs to the Egyptian people, Mr. O'Reilly, not to Dr. Carter, not to this museum, and not to this country.
I'd be watching what you're saying, Dr. Smith. You're digging your hole deeper with every word.
Dr. Smith. His name is
Amon-Ra
Dr.
will
Smith.
seek his own vengeance on those who have removed his dagger from Egypt. Amon-Ra does not require my help.
You say you were sleeping when it was stolen. Were you alone?
That, sir, is none of your business.
Oh, that's where you're wrong, Dr. Smith. It is my business as long as you're a suspect in the burglary.
A suspect? Do you Americans have no shame? I'm here to gain a return on the dagger by legal means. Ask Dr. Carrington.
I have talked to Dr. Carrington, and I know he told you no dice.
The matter is not settled until the last camel drinks from the water of the oasis.
What's that? Some kind of Egyptian double talk?
Excuse me, sir, but I see a turkey leg on the buffet table that requires my attention.
Okay, so he doesn't approve of the dagger being here, and he says he was sleeping when the dagger was stolen, and he will not say if he was alone. Which likely means he was messing around with somebody, which seems like everybody's messing around with somebody.